All right, hey guys, if you are here, that means you need a little bit of guidance for your assignment for today. I want to kind of talk about how you're going to enter in your solutions. So, whenever you get your solution, okay, whether it's less than, greater than, okay, so you're just going to type it as is. So, in the box, you're going to put x is less than 5, okay, and your less than sign is going to be the control comma button, okay. Then, if you have x is greater than 5, your greater than sign is the control period. Okay. So those don't change. All right. And another thing I want to talk about is if your X is on the right hand side, this assignment wants you to always list X first. So just be mindful of that when you're trying to put in your answer. Okay. So just flip it around and make sure that X, if it's X or if it's 5 is greater than X, okay, just make sure when you type it into the pixel art, it's X is less than 5. Okay, so you have to kind of flip the signs if you're going to flip your values in the side that they're on. Okay, all right, another thing I want to point out is that, okay, is that when you have an equal to sign, they want you to put the inequality and then literally the equal sign next to it. I'm struggling over here. The equal sign next to it. So like X is greater than, but then also equal to 5. So that lets them know that you're doing equal to, okay? All right. So I'm going to do a couple problems with you just so we're kind of getting on the roll. So I'll do number 1 and 3 for you, okay? So number 1, we have 9 times 2x minus 9 minus x is greater than 4. So remember, your first step is to always distribute. So 9 times 2 is 18x. 9 times negative 9 is negative 81. Bring down what you don't use, okay? All right, in this case, we have to combine, okay, because we have multiple x's on the same side of the equation. So 18x and then a negative 1x is going to be a 17x minus 81 or is greater than 4. All right. We need to move our constant to the right. So I'm going to add 81. I have 17x greater than 81 plus 4 is 85. And then last step always is to divide. So 85 divided by 17 is 5. So x is greater than 5. So that's what you would put in the box right here. Okay, so I went really fast on that. Just be mindful that it is always the same steps. We're going to distribute. Look for anything to combine on the same side of the equation. Okay, don't change their sign if they're on the same side. So these are all to the left of the equation. Move your constant to the right, then divide off the number on the variable. All right, I'm going to do number 3 because number 3 is kind of a lot of steps, but it's good to know. So 5 minus 3x all over negative 2 plus 7 is greater than 9. Okay, so you do have a big division problem here that you do need to take care of. But not only is that big division problem there, but so is this plus 7. So you actually can't get to the big division, like undoing the big division problem until you take care of that 7. So I actually need to subtract 7 first. And what I have left with is 5 minus 3x divided by negative 2 is greater than 9 minus 7 is 2. Now I can multiply by that denominator to undo the division sign because it is the whole thing that's dividing. Okay, so now I can undo by multiplying by negative 2. But what I do on one side, I have to do to the other. So I have 5 minus 3x is greater than, what happened? I multiplied by a negative. Okay, so with me multiplying by a negative, what happens? My sign flips. So 2 times negative 2 is a negative 4. Okay. All right, so then I have to subtract 5, move my constants to the right. So I'm left with negative 3x is less than negative 4 minus 5 is a negative 9. So notice my variable is negative. So meaning I'm going to have to divide by another negative. Okay, or I'm dividing or multiplying by another negative. So meaning my sign is going to flip again. So it's x is back to greater than. So negative 9 divided by negative 3 is a positive 3. Okay, so just remember, when you multiply or divide by a negative, doesn't matter which step it is in the process, you have to flip the sign. Okay, so your answer to number 3, if it'll let me type it. Whoa. Let's go back to 50. Okay, your answer to number 3 is x is greater than, where's my greater than sign? 3. Okay. There you go. And so it'll turn green and then pictures will pop up. Okay, or colors will pop up. Okay. All right. Do your best.